Warning, if you are uneasy around images which will show a figurine featuring nudity and an image showing human remains, please proceed with caution. Viewer discretion is advised. If you don't want to see the figurine or the photo of Otzi, the mummified body, please skip to 56 seconds. Thank you. On August 7th, 1908, in the small Austrian town of Willendorf, an archaeologist discovered the Venus of Willendorf, as it is now known. It was dated to be between 27 to 30,000 years old, which is where the history of the nation we know as Austria began. In 1991, a mummified body named Otzi was found in the Alps. It was dated to be 5,300 years old and is believed to belong to a prehistoric shepherd. This find gave a lot of info for scientists into what would have happened in prehistoric Austria. Around 400 BCE, or 2,400 years ago, the Celts invaded the Alps and created a kingdom that the Romans called Noricum, but this was not to last. By 15 BCE, or around 2,050 years ago, here comes everyone's favorite ancient conqueror. Guess who it is? It's the Romans, of course. The Romans invaded the Celtic state of Noricum and made it one of their provinces, but this was also not to last. During the 400s, a nomadic tribe from Central Asia known as the Huns, led by the now infamous Attila the Hun, who later founded Hungary, get it? Hungary? But anyways, they attacked and weakened Rome in the north, causing what's now Austria to be freed, but the people there weren't about to be ruled by the Huns. In 976, Austria was then ruled by the Babenbergs, the ancestors of the Habsburgs. The Babenbergs created the Margravate of Austria, which a Margravate is basically one level below a duchy. The person you see above is Leopold I, and he was the first ruler of the Margravate of Austria. By 1100, Vienna became the capital of the newly formed Duchy of Austria, and its power would only begin to grow. By the way, the flag you see above is not Indonesia or Monaco, it is the flag of Vienna. By the 1300s, the Habsburgs had already begun marrying each other, which would lead to the now infamous Habsburgian, which can be seen in the rulers of Spain in the 15 and 1600s. Look up Charles II of Spain if you want to see it. So anyways, back to the Duchy of Austria. The Duchy of Austria lost 10,000 people from the bubonic plague. Will Austria's bad luck continue? Let's see. Guess what? Austria's luck got even worse. From 1593 to 1606, an estimated 10,000 Austrians died from the Long Turkish War, which was a conflict between the Duchy of Austria and their historic enemy, the Ottoman Empire. It was basically an Austrian victory, while their bad luck would continue to plummet through the next few hundred years. From 1618 to 1648, Austria's luck got even worse during the 30 Years' War, which they fought against basically every other major power of Europe, which includes England, France, the Netherlands, Saxony, Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, which they obviously lost since they had almost no allies. An estimated 50,000 Austrians died. Austria's historic tumble was only beginning. What do you think happened to Austria next? Would you guess Austria would lose some more wars? Austria then fought two more wars at once. First, they lost the Silesian Wars to Prussia, and then caused their bloodiest war yet, the War of the Austrian Succession. It was fought over who would rule Austria next, and lasted until 1748. Combining the number of deaths from both of these wars just for Austria, who were still ruled by the Habsburgs, by the way, and we get the monstrous number of 175,000 deaths. Austria's history of defeat and death would not end here. As we're on the subject of death, it's not another war which happened next, it's the Austrian Revolution of 1848. From 1848 to 1859, Austria fought in its own revolution, which was between the peasants and the monarchy. The monarchy won and put it down successfully, but the Habsburgs, who are still ruling Austria, would never recover. Around 1,000 people died. On June 8, 1867, Austria and Hungary formed the Austro-Hungarian Empire after Austria unsurprisingly lost another war, which in this case was against the Prussians in the Austro-Prussian War. Austria lost 100,000 people from it. Austria's history of death continued with something that would cause one of the greatest conflicts in history. On the sunny and peaceful day of June 28th in 1914 in Sarajevo, which is now the capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina, Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife noticed that they had driven over something odd, which was a bomb. No one was injured, but the people who were meant to protect the Archduke in the car behind him drove over it and detonated it, but they were injured. The driver for the Archduke then took a wrong turn, and there, the Serbian assassins who created the bomb were waiting, and then caused one of the greatest conflicts in human history. On June 28, 1914, at 10:45 a.m., Archduke Franz Ferdinand's driver took the wrong turn, which effectively allowed the Serbian assassins waiting around the corner to shoot Archduke Franz Ferdinand dead, which would then begin World War I. During World War I, the Austro-Hungarian Empire joined Germany, Bulgaria, and the Ottoman Empire in what's now known as the Central Powers. They lost to the Allies. The Austro-Hungarian Empire then lost 1.8 million people throughout the war. During World War II, Austria remained largely neutral, but in 1939, Nazi Germany invaded Austria during World War II and committed many atrocities along the way. Austria was then freed from German occupation in 1945. Around 250,000 Austrians died during its occupation by Nazi Germany. In 1955, Austria was freed from Germany and was made a republic. This is the form of Austria we have today, but we're almost done. In 1995, Austria joined the European Union, and with that is my history of Austria. Thank you all so much for watching. This was my first of 2 requests. Next will be Tanzania. Then after that will be one of my hardest videos yet, India. And after I do India, if I have any sanity left, will be Indonesia. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you for my history of Tanzania. Don't check out my anthem video for Austria. Thank you.